The Leafs' 6-game win streak comes to a close. And in quite ugly fashion, they're in Calgary tonight, losing 5-2 to the Flames. And with the loss, the Leafs now drop to 30-11-3, which is absolutely terrible. No, I'm playing around because 30-11-3 is not bad at all. You just won 6 in a row. You were bound to lose one game. And to show what a true team is how you bounce back after a tough loss. Now, the Leafs, I wouldn't say particularly played a horrendous game. If you look at the shots on goal, and you know I hate the stats, but when they're that lopsided, 48-26 in favor of the Leafs. Bottom line, their goalie, Jacob Markstrom, was a lot better than Jack Campbell in the game today. You know, other than that one game against the Devils where Jack was okay, but it's the Devils and the Leafs were slaughtering them the entire game. So there was really no leverage at all. Jack struggled. You know, they scored, 4 goals on 9 shots there in the second period. And it wasn't pretty. But let's start with the Leafs goal. You know, second period, it's a 0-0 game after one period, 18-11 in shots in favor of the Buds. While the power plays, I think were like 4-1 Flames after one period or something like that. Pretty wild stuff. We head into the second period, and John Tavares has the puck, and he's trying to jam it home. Markstrom's down and out, goes around the back, and then it finds Rasmus Sandin, because he centered it to Kasha, who got blocked or it stopped in front, and it gets back to the point to Sandin, and he fires it on, and he buries it for his second goal of the year. Nylander and Matthews, not Kasha, Nylander and Tavares grab assists in the goal at 3:49 of the second period, and the Leafs get on the board first. The problem is that, 24 seconds after that goal to give you the lead, Andrew Mangiapane scores 4:13 in, 24 seconds after to tie the game. And this is where the floodgates start to open, because that was on a little bit of a break. Again, kind of sloppy defense. No one's on the guy. Jack Campbell can't make the stop. And it is what it is. The problem with Jack Campbell we've seen in the past, or the thing that wasn't the problem, the initial stop was being made all the time. And the Leafs defense finding a way to clear it, right? But in this game, almost all their goals, if not all of their goals, were on the first shot attempt. None were off a rebound. So it's pretty wild stuff there. They tied the game, and then they went in a zone draw, and then I forgot who it was that came down the right side of theirs, and no Leaf goes to force him. A cross-seam feed to Noah Hanifin streaking down from the point, and he buries it. And now the Leafs are down 2-1 under 7 minutes left in the second period. 32 seconds after that goal, Shillington off the faceoff, just a slap shot from the point, off the Natsuming draw, D-to-D, one-timer shot. And I don't know if it went off of Jake Muzzin's stick in front or if it just beats Jack Campbell clean and Muzzin was screening him. I don't know what, but it just beats Jack Campbell. And if it hit off Muzzin, then okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But you're now down 3-1. And you're winning in shots here, and yet you're down 3-1. But they weren't done. Elias Lindholm now scores. Under 5 minutes to play in the period, and you're down 4-1. They outscored the Leafs 4-1 in the period, and the shots on goal were 14-9 in favor of the Leafs. The inability to beat Jacob Markstrom, because he was great, and the Flames, look, I wouldn't say, and I think I can speak for Flame fans, that they didn't play their particularly best game. They were on the second night of a back-to-back, albeit they did win 6-0 against Vegas, so it's like, did you really play that hard last night? Was it that much pressure packed? Probably not, but you're still in the back-to-back. So they only had the 26 shots. Jacob Markstrom was just fantastic in that. He was great, and they made their opportunities count. They buried them. And after 2 periods of play, the Leafs are down 4-1, and you got to try to find a way to score 3 against the Flames in the third period. Good luck. And in the third period, Anderson scores from the point. It was just a clean shot, beats Jack high glove, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with them. $1:16 into the third period, they have that 5-1 lead. And then off the rush, Michael Bunting scores 5:06 in to give the Leafs a very, very, very small fraction of life. Matthews and Liljegren get the assist at 5:06 to make it 5-2. But that's all she wrote. You win shots in the period 16-6. Yeah, you can't win a period in the game. And this is a prime example, Leaf fans and hockey fans, that the shots on goal stat is very meaningless. Yeah, the chances are there. Oh, it's great. Yeah, we outchanced them by almost by double. If you're looking at the shots on goal stat, right? If you're looking at the shots on goal, you almost doubled them. Yeah, you lost 5-2. Now, these type of games are going to happen. I'm a Leafs fan. We're so used to being upset, and I get it. But the Leafs just won 6 in a row. Even with the loss, the boys are 19 games over 500. The Boston Bruins were the next team in the Atlantic Division. Just lost 6-0 on home ice to Carolina. And obviously with Tuukka Rask retiring, I mean, I'm not sure where that team sits. So the Leafs, you're kind of sitting in that third spot. And I've kind of succumbed to the fact that that's going to happen. It's very unfortunate. But with Florida and Tampa being the way those two teams are, I don't see the Leafs getting close to those two teams. Now, hey, they could surprise me and then one of those teams could fall off. Maybe. But with this team right now, the prime focus is getting Jack Campbell right. Because he has not been very good since like the beginning of December. He has that one good game against Jersey before the All-Star break. He has a fun All-Star game. First time he's there with Austin Matthews. Has a great time. Comes back. Mrazek goes out there in the first game. Does pretty well. You get the W. And then you put Jack Campbell out here. And he was fine for the first period. Stopped all 11 he saw. But then the 4-on-9 in the third period. The goal on 6 in the third period. And the goals, like I mentioned, were all in the first opportunities. No rebounds. It's kind of tough. Now, did the Leafs kind of hang him out to dry defensively a few times? Absolutely. But good goalies, great goalies. If you want to win a cup, a great goalie is going to have to bail you out at some points in those moments. And he didn't today. And that was the problem with Freddie at times, right? Where he wouldn't make those big saves in the key moments when you needed it. And Jack was doing that at the start of the year, but he's really struggled since December 1st. And he's got to get it right. 5 goals on 26 shots for Jack Campbell. Not the prettiest game for him. And I'd rather him struggle now than down the stretch and into the playoffs, but it's something the Leaf fans got to be wary about. The fact that this guy's so hard on himself a lot, and he's been struggling now. So he's got to find a way to get out of this. I don't know how it's going to happen. We were 0 for 3 on our power plays. They were 1 for 5 on theirs. And if you're the Toronto Maple Leafs, you got to find a way to put this game behind you. You play Vancouver on Saturday night at 7 o'clock in Vancouver. I don't care what the record suggests. I don't care what the team is like. I don't care about Bruce Boudreau. I love the guy. He's great. But you got to go out there and get 2 points. And get back in the win column. Forget about this game. Look, the Flames, they made their chances count. They beat you. Whatever. It is what it is. You take the loss. You move on. Right? The Leafs haven't lost many games lately. They lost one. You bounce back with a win. That's what good teams do. And for Jack, he needs to bounce back. And against Vancouver, I don't care what the opposition is. You got to find a way to do so. All right? And Leaf fans, I'm going to wrap it up there because this game sucked. It's late. I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm tired. And I had to stay up and watch this nonsense. I had to watch this. So you know what? That is going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video and you did not enjoy the game if you're a Leaf fan, but if you're a Flames fan and you love the game, because you probably did, smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, even though there's not a whole lot to like in the sense. I mean, yeah, the chances were there. The 48 shots is nice. You couldn't bury anything, and you give him a lot of high-quality opportunities, and Jack couldn't make the stops. It was not a pretty night on the defensive end for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition on Saturday as they host the Denver Nuggets at Scotiabank Arena. 7:30 tip-off there. And as for the Toronto, they look to win their 9th straight game. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, they look to get back into the win column on Saturday night in Vancouver. 7 o'clock puck drop there. The weird thing is, do you go back to Mrazek or do you just try and get Jack right and put him back out there against Vancouver? We'll wait to see what Sheldon Keefe ends up doing. But Saturday, 7 o'clock in Vancouver is the next game for the Leafs as they need to bounce back after this tough loss tonight against Calgary. All right, so you know what? Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.